All right. There are two very different reasons an agent wants to get into attraction. And which one is driving you tells you almost everything you need to know about whether it's going to work or not. Okay. So the first type of agent that gets into attraction, it's because they're building something, right? They love what they do. Production is working. They're growing and they see attraction as a way to extend their reach, fund their growth, and eventually create something that's bigger than their personal production alone. What they're doing is they're adding a tool to the business that's already running. The second type of agent gets into attraction because they're trying to get out of something. Production is hard, inconsistent income is stressful, and the grind of being a solo agent is wearing them down. And the revenue share pitch sounds like a freaking lifeline, right? It's a way to eventually not have to sell houses anymore. Both of these agents might be sitting in the exact same onboarding call. They might be hearing the exact same pitch, but they are building completely different things, okay? And they're going to have completely different outcomes. Trust me on this. The first agent attracts from a position of genuine excitement and credibility, right? When they talk to other agents about the opportunity, they're sharing something that's actually working for them from a place of abundance, right? They're sharing what they're actually doing day to day. They're not recruiting to an escape. They're inviting people into something that they are genuinely proud of. The second agent, whether they know it or not, they're recruiting from a place of need. And as I've said before, other agents can feel that. It's dripping all over you in those conversations, whether you want it to or not. Your energy in that scenario or that agent's energy is just different. The conviction isn't quite there because deep down, the story they're telling about this opportunity is really a story about getting out of the hard things rather than building something worth having. And they also know they're selling you a dream they have yet to accomplish themselves. Okay. Here's the uncomfortable truth underneath all of this. The agents who most want to recruit themselves out of production are usually the agents who are struggling most with production. And if they're struggling with production, it usually means they haven't yet built the credibility, the systems, the client relationships that actually make the rest of the work, right? You can't recruit your way to success if you haven't earned it yet in the field, not sustainably, not in the way that actually holds up. Okay. The most attractive version of you in any attraction conversation is the version who is clearly winning at the core business and inviting others to benefit from what you've built, right? Not someone who is hoping that enough recruits will eventually free them from the business they haven't fully figured out yet. Build the business first, then use attraction as a way to expand it. That's the order that this whole thing works, okay? So which category are you in, honestly? Are you adding attraction to your business that's working, or are you hoping attraction fixes the business that you haven't quite mastered yet? There's no judgment in that question. There really isn't. But there is an honest answer that you can give. And knowing which one is true changes what your next move should be, okay? This conversation is just getting started.